All right, gentlemen, to the center. Let's get set. Get in your feet. Hand and count.
Right hand on 3.
Right hand on 3. You must measure, all right? Right hand on 3, must measure. That's your measure.
Look at the size of that hand. These are two gigantic men.
300 plus pounds for Van Heerden.
And
going on
Scott
3.
is about to eat it. He eats it well.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, no problem there.
Van Heerden has mushed many of people with that same slap. Not tonight.
Good.
Let's take a look here. Boom. Perfect placement, to be honest. And he talked about this a lot this week. He's really worked on his technique. You know, he's got punished for fouling in the past. So he wanted to really work on his placement, his technique, not pivoting, not lifting the heel.
Touching behind your back.
And you have to appreciate the South African and representing some American culture with the old school Patrick Ewing basketball shoes on.
Right on 3, you must measure.
Here comes Scott, coming off his only win in power slap, looking for another.
A very powerful man. Right on 3. Look at the wind up. I love it when they do that.
2.
Got to go all the way through.
That was a powerful one. But how about Van Heerden just shaking it off?
Go back.
That's the thing.
Like a gnat.
Good feet.
I mean, look at that all the way through. Danny Van Heerden is just such a big guy, though. I mean, they both are.
Called a clubbing foul. You can see how high up
1
on the
point,
neck he landed.
clubbing.
That's a point deduction.
Clubbing. 1 point. Go back.
So that's an automatic first-round loss for Avion Scott. It's going to be an uphill climb from here.
Got some time.
Yeah, that's really concerning. He just took a slap in the face for absolutely nothing. That's why following the rules is so important. Of course, we all want to slap as hard as we can, but then you forget about the placement, the target, the feet. Boom, yeah.
Okay, let's try to get set, though.
Kind of led with the palm of the hand.
Let's get set.
Well, you hear a lot of these guys as we've gotten deeper into power slap, as it's lived a little bit longer. On the first slap, they take 20, 30% off so they can make sure they get the placement and the measure down correctly.
Feet inside, hand and count.
Right on 3.
Right on 3. Right on 3, must measure. That's your measure. 1, 2.
That was a big shot. Look at Scott just kind of, he's trembling a little bit there. He took it. He's staying on his feet, but he's like, he doesn't like it.
No, he definitely doesn't like it.
He's like, that was not pleasant.
All right, go back to your phone.
Boom.
Fair blow.
Did a nice job staying on the feet.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he hardly moved. It was like a half step. Danny Van Heerden's a big man. That's why you hear these guys talk about neck strength so much, because obviously the necks, the trap's part of me, very, very important. That's what maintains the head balance.
Keep in mind that if this goes to the judges' scorecards, Scott already lost the first round.
More striker fouls.
Needs a big one here after taking a little bit damage on that last slap.
And count.
Right on 3.
Right on 3, you must measure. Right on 3.
Often what we see with these big guys is the accumulation effect. You know, the first one wears them down, the second one almost does it, and then maybe in round 3 they get the knockdown.
2.
Here we go.
Foul.
Clubbing
foul.
again.
DQ. 2
That's
offensive
it.
fouls.
That's it.
2 fouls and you're out in a 3-round match. Unfortunately for Avion Scott, it's going to be the second time in his career that
you won. 2 striker fouls.
Disqualified. He's going to fall to 1 and 3.
Yeah, that's really plagued his career. You see Van Heerden there with the eyes closed so that you can't see the slap coming, so therefore you don't flinch. But yeah, you can see there, even from that angle, extremely low.
Foul, such a crucial part of this game. Justin Bernard is our power slap announcer, and he is set to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jacob Montalvo calls a stop to the match in round number 2, declaring the winner by disqualification, Danny Pitbull